with the front row occupied by Jay Goff in car number 07 and Bob Charland. Two guys from Stafford leading the field. Tony Membrino Jr. in the number 3 position, and his cousin Tommy right next door to him. And let's see who gets the jump. And the answer to the question is Jay Goff.
Jay Goff looks very strong at the point. We've got one sliding down through the center of the infield. That's Rick Williams. Is he able to get it fired back up? Because we have a big battle going on down the backstretch for the lead, and we've got a lead change already in less than one lap. It is, well, not good news. The yellow flag comes back out, and the Williams car is the car that brought out the caution as it spun down through the center of the infield and through the dust down in 1. We are now seeing the 59 car as it sits stranded just off the inside of the racetrack. If you've just joined us, this is the second feature event of the night. The 18th annual Late Model 100 is coming up next as car number 59 receives the assistance of our Stafford Speedway push truck. Family Ford of Enfield providing the safety services trucks used here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you'll want to make your presence known at Family Ford of Enfield because they've got the best inventory, the best in service, and of course, they've got the best in new or used at the best prices. That's Family Ford of Enfield, and tell them you heard about it right here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. So the field is doubled up.
So we are getting ready for restart action as it's taken us now. This is our third chance to try to get this one going. Tony Membrino went from 3rd to 1st. However, that yellow flag negated that great move by the 44 car. Now we are ready to go back to work as we are ready to pop the cork once again in our SK Light feature. This time, things are smooth at the front between Goff and Charland. And Charland trying to stay with Goff, but he can't do it. Jay Goff is our leader heading into turn 2.
Jay Goff is the guy out in front as they work their way down the backstretch. Meanwhile, here comes Charland. You know, a few weeks ago, Charland was running in the back of the pack, and now he is a front runner as Membrino tries to muscle him over as they come off turn number 4. Back to the line they come. Charland currently sets in 2nd. Goff is the leader of the pack. Here comes the Membrinos, and Charland is the shark meat and the sandwich in that one. But look out, here comes Kyle Spencer, Matt, just as strong as he was 1 week ago, and Dylan Lesio's coming to the front.
Dylan Lesio was very strong today in practice. He is boxed in, however, by the 83 car at the front of the field. That is Jay Goff. Some intense battling for the number 3 spot. Membrino has it, but working his way on the outside is Tommy Membrino, and also in the neighborhood, as he usually is Kyle Spencer.
They are almost 3 wide as they come back to the line. Behind them, they are 3 wide, and Galco is wasting no time at all in the outside lane. Off the turn, down the backstretch, Kyle Spencer reeling in on the Membrino boys. Charland in 2nd. Goff is the leader of the pack. Here comes Membrino, the color purple, going to the outside. They come off turn number 4. Further back, they're 3 wide again. Cipriano is right there in the middle of all of that. Barrett gives Kopech a little bit of a nudge as they head into turn 1.
And a good job by Frankie Cardillo on the outside. Now he loses a position to Joey Cipriano. So the man in his own zip code is Joey Cipriano. Lizio behind him. But tap dancing at the front of the field is Jay Goff. And he has actually lengthened his cushion over the combination of Bob Charland, and now making a bold move on the bottom as a straw that stirs the drink right now is Kyle Spencer.
Kyle Spencer is there. Membrino gives him a little tap to the bumper, lets him know he's looking for some racing room at the bottom. While all of that is happening, Galco is stuck in the outside lane, and Cipriano is coming to the front. Further back, Barrett is stuck behind 2 cars, Lesio and Kopech. Meanwhile, down the backstretch, still Goff. 6 laps up on the big board. Battle is for 3rd. Here comes Kyle Spencer. Hats off to Bob Charland. What a great job he's doing in 2nd with car number 1.
Boy, he has really added some energy in that number 1 car as he continues to navigate his way into second. But here comes Kyle Spencer. Spencer came to within 2 turns of grabbing his first career victory last week. He is holding off the determination of Tommy Membrino. Bold move to the bottom. Giving it all he has is Spencer, but he just can't get underneath Bob Charland. The Shark is in his glory in car number 1.
Meanwhile, Lesio spins off turn number 4, and the WCCC radio car will bring out the yellow as he spun to the bottom of the racetrack. So once again, the story in this one has been a real strong battle at the point.
And as we have a break in the action, lap 8 with Jay Goff in the lead. Let's get the commentary from Cal Chandonnet.
Well, guys, after 3 weeks of going at it, Joey Cipriano and Tommy Barrett, the war of words is over. Probation has been placed out on Tommy Barrett. He will be placed on probation till the end of the season and asked that he starts at the rear of the field in his heat race and the feature events. Joey says, I just didn't think that was a little uncalled for. That's just racing, says Tommy. And, Tommy says that it's just, just racing as well. But I guess a battle for real estate, one driver's going to go home a loser. That's the story down here from pit road.
So that is our story from the Shan Man. Is Jay Goff, after his first career victory. Now, no crew has worked harder in the SK Light division this year than Jay Goff. They have totally wiped that car out on 3 occasions, and they keep coming back. So Jay Goff, he was was hoping he could win tonight with that bonus furnished by Gunsmoke Stables at $600. That makes for a pretty good payday for a first-time winner in the SK Lights. But what about Bob Charland? We have a couple of guys who, the gray-haired guys, are doing a great job at the front of the field. The 07 of Goff and the 1 of Bob Charland. And then in the second row, Kyle Spencer. Spencer might be the fastest driver who has never won in this division, but he came to within an eyelash of doing it last week. He will have leverage on the bottom against Tommy Membrino as we get ready to raise the curtain one more time on our SK Lights. And they are putting on a hectic pace so far for the first half of this race.
Here they come off turn number 4. As the green flag is back out, Charland making a run for it in the outside lane. He works his way into turn number 1, but it's Goff, still the leader of the pack. Here comes Kyle Spencer. Bottom move. They come off the turn. Askler is there. So is in Cipriano. Charland in the outside lane. Membrino, 6 cars. Make it 8. Make it 10 if you want to. Come back to the line, and it's Goff. Once again, shuffled back as Kyle Spencer will take over the lead.
Almost the entire field could fit in a cowboy boot. Look at Zach Asklar. He has a bid for the lead in car number 28. Cipriano was right there, almost making it 3 wide. They swing off the corner. Zach Asklar, the orange 28. He will have the lead at the halfway mark.
As they work their way down into turn number 1, Cipriano sees daylight at the bottom. Meanwhile, Askler, the 3rd leader of the event, 3 times the charm. Spencer currently running in the 2nd spot. Meanwhile, here comes Cipriano. Bob Charland refuses to leave the top 5. They come off turn number 4, back to the line. 11 laps are up on the board.
And here is Spencer making a bold move to the bottom. He wants his groove back, but Asklar says no. He has to worry about the presence of Cipriano. Cipriano starting to pester his back bumper. Goff is 4, Charland is 5th. It is a pile drive their way off the corner. It is still Zach Asklar, but Spencer ready to concoct something in car number 18. He is making another strong challenge for the lead.
Meanwhile, Cipriano pulls out a line. Remember, we've got bonus money we're talking about here as well, Matt. There is 2 guys that are looking at that bonus money. Cipriano cannot be a factor, but he wants the victory.
Cipriano swings to the outside. Let's see if he can take Spencer there. But Spencer has too much authority. They anarchy their way into turn number 3. Cipriano down low as he laser beams his way underneath Spencer. So Joey Cipriano is in 2nd, and now he is going after Zach Asklar with 6 laps to go.
Cipriano moves to the bottom of the racetrack. With the skill of a surgeon, he's been slicing and dicing. He heads down the backstretch. Askler on the outside. Cipriano Cipriano down low. Kyle Spencer waiting in the wings. They hit their way through turn number 3. Off the 4th turn. Down to the line. The old crisscross move. It's Cipriano, leader number 4.
Cipriano going for his 5th win of the year, but he did not keep the lead for long. Asklar has it. Here comes Spencer back to life. And Spencer trying to thunderball his way underneath Cipriano. Top 3 cars can fit inside a tennis ball. The driver with the most bounce is Zach Asklar. 4 laps to go. Asklar in the lead, giving him all he can handle. The combination of Spencer and Cipriano.
They come off the turn and down the backstretch. Cipriano pulls out a line. He makes a bid for the 2nd spot. Spencer on the outside. Here comes Cipriano back in the 2nd. They're wheel-to-wheeling side by side. Leader of the pack still remains Askler. 18 laps are counting as we work our way to the final laps of this event. Here comes Cipriano challenging for the inside mat down the backstretch.
He has the adrenaline. He has the momentum. Here he comes. He roller coasters his way into the lead. Cipriano back in front. Asklar into the dirt. And he cannot stop Cipriano with 2 laps to go.
Meanwhile, the leader is still Cipriano. Off the turn, we've got a car around. Membrino will bring out the caution, the black number 44 for Tony Membrino Jr. Just as the caution came out, the car fired back up, and he was in a very dangerous point of the racetrack. And now we're going to make it, well, you know what it's going to be, Matt.
The 3 most exciting words in motorsports. Green, white, checker, to determine the winner of tonight's 20-lap SK Light feature. And this has been a very pulsating race. A lot of action at the front. And how many lead changes have we had between that talented trio of Zach Asklar, Kyle Spencer, and now Joey Cipriano trying to put the padlock on his 5th win. Remember, Cipriano is not eligible for the $600 bonus, but Asklar is, Spencer is, Bob Charland, who is running in 4th, is, Tommy Membrino, who is running in 5th, is not, and Matt Galco, who is running in the number 6 position, is not. But we have 3 out of the top 6 guys who have a little extra incentive, as their wallet could be a little thicker if they can come up with a come-from-behind win. But we know one thing about Joey Cipriano. He knows how to close the deal. He has done it 4 times so far this season. And he has inside position against Zach Asklar. So we come down to the wire, as it seems this is a script every week in the SK Light division, Ben. It always seems to come down to a green-white checker finish at the end.
It certainly does. This will be no exception to the rule as they head into turn number 3. They'll pass beneath the CarQuest Motorsports marking. The Sunoco Racing Fuel, the official fuel of the Stafford Speedway. Lights are off. Pace car dives to the inside. Here's Matt Buckler with the call. As we come down to the wire, the green is out.
And rising to the occasion is Cipriano as he gets the mastery down low. Spencer pestering him. Here comes Spencer. Remember, he lost the lead on the final lap last week. Maybe he can turn his fortune around. Do or die time for Kyle Spencer. And Spencer has whiplashed his way into the lead.
He works Cipriano to the high, wide, and handsome line of the racetrack. Sparks will fly. Tempers will flare. It's not over with yet. They're side by side and wheel to wheel. Off turn number 2. Down the backstretch. It's Spencer by a horn as they head to the bottom of turn number 3. Look out, here comes Barrett. Bonsai move to the inside. Off turn number 4. 3 wide, they come to the line. Barrett goes spinning, and Kyle Spencer appears to have crossed the line, but we'll have to check with timing and scoring. It was too close and too wild to call.
Well, we saw Spencer go across the line first. We saw Cipriano go out to the grass. Barrett, where did he come from? As he went from the ozone to try to get the lead from the wilderness, had the lead, couldn't hang on, wound up against the wall, and we are going to check this out as it is still unofficial, so we will wait for the official outcome, but we check it out on a replay. Barrett went one way, Cipriano went the other, and going across the line was Spencer. However, did he get there first? Well, we will have to wait for the official ruling.
And we're taking a look at it from a different vantage point. What an amazing, wild finish. And really, it was so close to call, we don't know what the outcome is. And we have to wait because timing and scoring and the NASCAR officials, they have got to relive the excitement of all of this. And look at all the cars that are pulling to the center of the infield. Nobody really knows what happened and who is going to be the king of the night in this one.
Well, we have a standing room only crowd in CarQuest Victory Lane.
Yes, we do.
I think this is the wildest finish I can ever remember in almost any division here. It was a 3-wide battle for the lead. Cipriano went to the grass. Going to the wall was Barrett. And going across the stripe was Kyle Spencer. And it is not up on the scoreboard yet. And until the numbers come up on the board, we will not make the official call.
That's right. We have no idea, like you, the race fans, until it becomes official. And we're looking at it through the instant replay, and it is just amazing. It could go a combination of about 4 different ways, Matt, to be very honest with you. So, once again, the wildest finish in the history of the SK Light Division,
I think that's
guaranteed.
an understatement.
And then the wildest finish perhaps ever in the history of racing. The scoreboard is now changing. Keep your eyes on the board. 20 laps. Car number 18 is being shown as position number 1. And, Matt, what does that mean?
Well, it means the first career victory for Kyle Spencer, and what a way to do it. Zach Asklar comes over to congratulate him, but Kyle Spencer, not only does he get the win, but he gets $600 and the Gunsmoke Stables Frontrunner Challenge, and this is a finish. Not only Kyle Spencer won't forget it, but anybody who is here tonight won't forget it, as it was wild. And maybe to give us more insight, he will be our master of ceremonies at Victory Lane, Cal Chandonnet.
A win 5 years in the making, coming from the 750cc's. Kyle Spencer taking down the win. Buddy, the wildest finish, what's going through your mind?
I'm so glad that happened. That was a wild finish. I got to thank everybody that comes here to help me, my father, Tony, the Currys, Cullen, everybody, my grandfather, my grandmother, my aunt, my mother, Montgomery Massage Therapy, Harley Davidson, and let's see, Physical Therapy, Sports Medicine Centers. Good job.
Well, Kyle Spencer, congratulations. Would you look at this? He gets down his first win here at the Jacks track. Zach Asklar, you and the 84 machine were going at it, the crossover move. A new setup for this automobile. How good was it?
It was pretty good. It got tight on the long run. That's where we started to struggle there. I was hoping we have more green-white checkers or short runs at the end there, but we had a good race at the end. I thought I blew it when I hit the wall, but came out second. All
right, good run there for the Beecher and Bennett number 28 machine. Unofficially, not second place for Zachary Asklar. And, of course, the ballistic brick himself, Frankie Cardiel. Frankie, you were going through all this, going through the dirt, the dust, the grime. You're used to all this stuff, buddy. What was the view like?
Well, Barrett got a little bit down in the grass there, and he caused the whole thing, I think. So, one guy I like to thank is Robbie Summers, my buddy Dan. He's the man. My buddy Ron, my wife. Who else do I want to thank?
Well, the laundry list of sponsors, Frankie Cardiel, it's always a pleasure to see you here.
Yeah.